Hey guys, Ole Anderson here from the Berkshire, Massachusetts Treasure Hunter. So this is the second part of my Aqueon 14 gallon cube. I'm going to turn into a freshwater. As you remember, that was full of salt water, and I lost all of it when I had the storm a while ago. So I did a little more escape, and this by the way is going to be strictly Petco built. So everything is used from stuff you can get from Petco. I said that in part 1. So far everything is Petco in here. I'll show you a little bit. We got the Aqueon heater down there, 50 watt. We got the Aqueon planted light. We got a fluval filter, just a little hang on the back. I might change it, but that was the only thing I had from Petco laying around. Dragon stones is from Petco. The driftwood is from Petco. The soil is from Petco, or the substrate. It's a fluval stratum. Dragon stones and everything is from Petco, and the tank is from Petco. Went and got some plants today. Hold on, I'll show you. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to aquascape. I'll be right back. So Petco don't have a big choice right now. They got the Imaginatarium background plants. Just a little plant. It's kind of sad what they had. Moss balls I'll do something with. And the beta body. I don't know what kind of plant that is. But I need plants that don't grow so much. I'm gonna have to find another Petco store too, because I want some more plants in there, but this is what we're gonna use today. And when it's all up running, I'm gonna use this stability from Seacam, make a new biofilm and prevent new tank syndrome. So I'm gonna see if we can do some awesome stuff with these moss balls. You can actually take them apart and use them where you want. You can super glue them to stuff, and yeah. So I'll start some of it and I'll come back when I'm done. I don't think I'll show the actual planting. It's kind of hard to plan and film at the same time. Maybe I'll try. I'll be right back. So as you can see, these plants are in a kind of gel. You gotta clean that out, rinse it out, and then you can start to use it. So they look not too bad actually. They're not dried out or nothing, so yeah, we'll definitely be able to use this. I'll get right back to you. So it's all rinsed out, and we're going to start to put some of it in there. I'll put some in and then I'll come back and I'll show you. You have plenty of crevices you can put it in. I'm going to put some up along that valley, little valley in between there. And nothing out here right now. I want a specific plant that I can't find yet. So we're gonna put some in and see what happens. I'll get back to you. So something like that with the first of them, and you gotta spray the plants so they don't dry out. I have a little spray bottle from the dollar store. Spray good. On the other hand, don't be afraid to use a lot. Just so the plants don't dry out. So that's good for now. I'll get the next plants and show you. So what are we going to use next is a moss ball, and you can actually split them up and plant them different places. I mean, not plant, normally they float around, but I'm actually going to glue them in on the rock, different places. So I'll put them on and show you in a minute. So as you can see, there's different moss glued all over. So, and that will grow, but doesn't spread too crazy. So So this is almost ready to get filled with water. I have no more plants right now. Well, I do have more moss, but I don't want to use all of it. So I'm going to spray this down with some more water. And because it can't dry out. And that will also cure the super glue. And I have a little drop of prime in this bottle. So don't be afraid to soak it. So that's a little bit here. Well, I gotta change hand here. Okay, so I'm going to go get the water ready and I'll get back to you. So there you go, it's up running. As you can see, it's still cloudy. I got some of the mud splatter on the glass inside. I gotta get away. Could actually be on the outside too. No, it's on the inside. The little filter is running. At some point I'm going to get a better filter from Petco. I'll tell you what I had right now. The heater's running. So in the moss stayed, the plant stayed. Now these here, down here, I am not sure how tall they're going to grow. If they're going to grow taller, we're either going to take them out or put them in the background, because I want small plants. So, but the rest, yeah, it's looking good. The moss is going to grow a little bit. It doesn't spread that quick. I glued them a few places all over. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to go visit another Petco at some point. See, I would have liked some Nana Petite, but I couldn't find any. So I know they normally have them in the beta section, the buddy plants, I guess they're called. They didn't have any left, so they're not getting much in these days. So, but yeah, this is the complete Petco build. Everything is from Petco. The tank, the dragonstone, the wood, driftwood. I cut it up in pieces. It was a big piece. I used the branches. The dragonstones, as I said, the light, the little fluoro filter. Yeah, everything is from Petco. So fish, I'm going to put it in this video too. This is going to be part 2. The fish we're going to go find in about 2 weeks, and I'll include this in this part 2. I might come back tomorrow and see if this tank has cleared up a bit, and I'll show you. But for now, that's it. I'll come back tomorrow and see how it goes. So yeah, you can definitely build yourself a little Petco tank. This is the 14-gallon Aqueon cube. I think it's $50. Light was $30. Filter I had, but I think it's $20. The stone was $34 a bag. It's kind of expensive. Dragonstone is a bit expensive. The driftwood, I think I paid like $10 for. The expensive thing is in here is the dragonstone, but they're amazing stones to work with, so just gotta clean them good. Now I'm going to put a little bit of stable, what's it called? Let me see. Stability from Seacam, just to establish a biofilm, or it has bacteria and stuff in it, and there's plenty of food for them in these stones, so it'll be cycled in no time. I normally never even cycle freshwater tanks. I just let it go for a couple of weeks, and that's normally good, but I'll put a little bit of this stabilizer in and see how it goes. So yeah, this is your little Petco build. We will get back tomorrow. I'll show you how it looks, and then we'll get some fish. You all have a nice weekend. Bye. So here we are, the next day. As you can see, it's totally cleaned up pretty much. Got the moss and the rocks. All the other plants, I don't quite know what that is, but I think they're going to spread too much. So like I said, Petco didn't have the big selection like I wanted. These are not nano tank plants. I think they're actually going to get pretty big. The moss is not, it's just going to pretty much stay as it is, maybe grow a little. I would have liked some Anubis Nani Petite and maybe some other plants, but Petco didn't have it. So yeah, this is the Petco tank. Everything is Petco. Substrate, which is Fluvium stratum, is one of the lines they carry. Dragonstone, the plants, the Aqueon planted light, the filter Aqua Clear, and of course the tank, the heaters from Petco, 50 watt. So yeah, everything is Petco. So as you can see, you can actually make a nice looking tank out of Petco supplies. And of course the fish is going to be from Petco too. So now this is going to cycle for 2 weeks. I'm probably going to let it cycle. I'm in no hurry, and it will be added to this video when it comes out. This will all be part 2. I'm going to post part 1. I haven't posted it yet, but I will. So yeah, there you go. So I'll see you all again when we get the fish. Bye. And just like that, it's a week and a half later since I started the cycle of my tank. I just measured the ammonia's good. It finished its cycle. Everything is good in the tank, and we went to Petco since it's a Petco build. They didn't really have what I wanted for fish. So there's 2 Romney tetras, and there's 4 emerald green corycats and 1 mystery snail. That's what we're going to put in the tank for right now. I'll get some more Romney tetras. So and a couple of mini plants for the tank too I'm going to put in first. So I'll get the bag soaking water and get tempered, and we'll put them in. No, I don't have a quarantine tank right now, so we'll just hope for the best. I'll be right back. You might ask, why are you tempering the bag in your saltwater tank? Well, it's the same temperature, so it doesn't really make a difference. Here's my tank. They're going in. It's all ready to go. The plants are spreading nicely. One came up over there, we put it back in the soil. The Petco built. I did cheat a little, changed one thing. They do have it at Petco online, but I didn't buy it. I had it already. I put the Tidal 30 on this tank. The little fluval wall I had broke, stopped working. It's an old filter, so I had this Tidal. I had to put that on, but I thought since I can buy it on Petco online, I can use it for the tank. And it's an amazing little filter. So it's maybe actually a little too big for this tank, but it's fine. Doesn't create a lot of current. So, but I got some Nana Petite, Anubis Nana Petite. I think I'm gonna plant. I think it's Nana Petite. Didn't really say. Just said beta bodies, but I think they use Nana Petite. As I said, the plants are growing good. The little moss I glued onto the rocks here and there. Moss balls I took pieces off. And these, I don't even know what these are. Petco don't really describe their plants so good, so this was from the, not from their own selection, it was some plants they had. But let me get the other plants in, let the fish temper, and the water get up to temperature, and we'll let them in. And yes, I know you should quarantine, especially with Petco fish sometimes. because their system is one big system. All the tanks use the same filtration, so if you get egg in one tank, you pretty much have it in all of them. That's the only thing you gotta be careful with. So don't do what I do. Quarantine your fish. I don't have a tank set up for that, so this is my quarantine tank, I guess. I'll be back when I have planted a couple plants and letting the fish in. So here's the little Nana Petite, Anubis Lana Petite, I think it's called. My tool, some glue, and we're gonna put it in there. So I'll put it in there, I'll be right back. So we got the little Nana Petite, I think it is, and the other one up here. I planted the plant over there that came loose, and the fish in here acclimating still. So it'll be a few more minutes. I stirred up the little bit of, that's the gravel. It's a bit dusty, you can call it, I guess. But yeah, in about 5-10 minutes I'm gonna let the fish and the snail and the cory, 2 Romney nose, 4 emerald greel cory cats, and a mystery snail. That's it for now. So I'll be right back. So there you have it. The cory cats are still acclimating a little bit. They are moving around. The Romney nose tetras are moving around. The mystery snail is over there. But this is what you can do with things from Petco. Nice little aquarium. This is the 14-gallon Aqueon cube. I'm probably going to get 4 more of these Romney tetras, and that'll be it for now. I think I wanted some shrimp, but Petco, their problems getting fish in. I don't know if everybody got problem getting fish in, I guess, because of the COVID, I guess. It is getting a little better, but they didn't really have what I wanted. I would have liked a histograma cichlid, little cichlid, and then maybe some Romney nose or something, but this is what they had. I chose. It's fine too. Didn't have much for plants either, so all this is going to be good for now. I might replant it a little bit later, but yeah, this is the 14-gallon with the Aqueon light. Well, I had a fluval clear on it. It broke, so I had to put my 30 my Seacam Tidal 30 on it. It has the heater from Aqueon. It got the fluval stratum soil. It got the dragon stones. All of it from Petco. Or you can get it all from Petco. And this little tank, I had a lot of it myself, but it would probably cost you 140 bucks or so. I wouldn't go with the Tidal. If I didn't have it, I wouldn't have gone with that. I would have gone and bought a cheaper filter. That's pretty expensive for what it is. The light was like $29, so it's not that bad. They claim it's a planted light, I guess. While the plants are growing, so I guess we'll see. I think the tank is like 50 bucks. A little bit expensive actually. Dragon stones were, I bought 2 bags, they were $30 a piece, so a little bit expensive too. And the buddy plants are actually expensive, so I think maybe $140, $150 for all of it. So yeah, you can definitely set up a little aquarium. So if you like this kind of content, press subscribe and like. I've made a mistake in my editing on all my other movies since I got the Hero 8 camera. I had said it was kid friendly, and when you do that they turn the comments off, so nobody been able to comment, so I had to edit all of them last night. So you should be able to now. Now tomorrow, me and my daughter are going on a little adventure. For the bottle side of my hobbies, we are going on a kayak trip, a 2 or 3 hour kayak trip. I just got a kayak, an inflatable kayak. We're going to review it tomorrow when we go. I've had a little issue. I thought it would be the end of my hunting season, bottle hunting season, to show you here. Poison ivy. I had it all over me. It's going away, so I can't really let that stop me. But if you like this kind of content with aquariums, my bottle hunting, there'll be metal detecting coming up. I normally go metal detecting later in the year, and some into the winter. There'll be coming some magnet fishing up too, so there should be coming all kind of content. And we're also going to deal with the saltwater tank. I might do something crazy there because I'm still fighting the algae and that, and I'm getting tired of it. All my corals died. The algae is killing all my corals. So, but we'll get a video about that someday. But for now, this is the little aquarium I set up, the Petco built. So you all have a nice holiday weekend. Enjoy, stay safe. Bye. Hey guys, Ola here from the Berkshire, Massachusetts Treasure Hunter. This is for my 14-gallon tank. As you can see, it's doing well. The fish are doing well, the small corridors. Plants are growing pretty good. Snail is doing fine, and the tank is all healthy. I ordered 2 fish, and they came yesterday. I live a bit on the country, so I got to send to my P.O. box. Yesterday evening I noticed it had been delivered. I got an email, but it was too late. I couldn't get to it, so it's been sitting in the post office all day. So it's been, I think this is the 3rd day probably. So I don't know what's going to happen here, if anything is alive. There's 2 fish. They came from North Carolina, something like that. Yeah, I bought these in pet stores before, and Petco, and they never survive. So yeah. Styrofoam is good. Now what I'm worried about is the oxygen for the fish. If it's all depleted, well, I see live in there, so let's see what happens. So yeah, they're both alive. It's 2 ram cichlids. They're going to be blue hybrid ram. So of course they're all pale right now. There's 2 of them now. They gotta get acclimated. I'm sure the temperature is pretty hot in the bag anyway, but they gotta get acclimated, and then I'll get them in the tank. I don't have a quarantine tank, so I'm not gonna quarantine. These are raised by a private guy, so they should be fine. They're not full of hormones like the Petco ones. So this is hybrid blue ram, so we'll see how they do. Let me get these guys in the tank and acclimate, and I'm just gonna net them and put them directly in the tank and see what happens. I know it's supposed to have a quarantine tank, but I don't right now, so I'll get back to you. So they're doing pretty good in there now. They're temperated, the water's tempered now, or temperated, acclimated I guess you should call it. And as soon as I open these bags, they're gonna be hit by ammonia, like instantly almost. So none of that water is going in my tank. I have a net here. I'm gonna catch them and release them directly into the tank. You should never get any of the water, especially not when they've been in the bag for like, I think 3 days, 2 days. There's not much oxygen left in there, and as soon as the bags get open, they'll get hit by ammonia. So I'm going to put them in the tank, and hopefully they do okay. Like I said, you shouldn't do like I'm doing here. You should really quarantine your fish, but I don't have a quarantine tank, so hopefully they'll do okay. It's German blue rams. They're very pale right now, but hopefully they'll color up after a couple of days if they survive. We shall see, I guess. I'll turn the camera off for a second, and then I'll let them in. When I put it in the net, I will film it. Okay, I'll be right back. So he's in the net, or she. I think it's a pair. And I'm going to slowly, there she goes, or he. And like I said, the ammonia is going to hit them instantly. So they got to get in the tank as quick as possible. Do not get any of the water in the tank. And like I said, I hope they survive. This is not really the way you do it. I'm just telling you. You should quarantine all your fish. This can give egg. It can do anything. So as you can see, he's already, or she is already coloring up pretty good. So it's a little German blue hybrid ram, or hybrid blue ram, and hopefully they'll be doing fine. So she's getting, or he or she is getting oxygen now. So, and she got to get used to, or he or she got to get used to the new tank. So we'll see how it goes the next couple days. So I got one more I got to get out, but hopefully they're doing fine. At least now he got some oxygen. Didn't get hit by the nitrogen, I mean by the ammonia, because as soon as you open that bag, it's instantly poisoned the water. So I'll get back to you when I release the last one. And here's the last one. That is, you'll see swim out of the net. I think I ordered a pair. So yeah, like I said, do not do what I do here. You should really quarantine your fish for a couple weeks. But I don't have a quarantine tank. But don't acclimate them in that water. Just get, if you don't have any other choice, get them in the tank. Because as soon as I said, as soon as you open that bag, they're going to hit instantly by ammonia. It's going to turn deadly very quickly. So you got to get them in a net and get them in your tank. Hopefully they're going to do okay. I think this is the female, over there is the male. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know how to gender these fish. This one is a bit more pale and not so much color, and I can already see him over here as having a lot of color. So I hope they're going to do okay. So this is the end of part 2 of my build, the Petco build. As you can see, the plants and everything is doing fine. So yeah, actually the corridors didn't do so well, they died. It is what that is, I guess. But I hope these two don't die. We'll see, I guess. I'll know tomorrow. But hopefully they'll find I've been in the bag for 2 days. Like I said, I got to the post office yesterday, and I mean, I didn't make it to the post office yesterday in time. I didn't know it was there. So I could have, they set for 24 hours, almost more, in the post office than they had to. So here comes the other one. You can already see the blue color. So yeah, hopefully they're gonna do fine. We'll see. You all have a nice weekend. Tomorrow we're going on a kayak trip down the Housatonic River, and I have a video I'm editing right now. I found a shotgun in the river the other day when I was out hunting bottles. I found some great bottles. I found some bones. I had to call the police. So yeah, it's a pretty exciting video coming up this weekend, probably tomorrow or maybe Sunday, and then I'll post this second video too. You all have a nice weekend. If you like this kind of content, press subscribe and like. Bye.